Suppose two people want to build a house. The first person determines what she needs in terms of living space, number and size of windows, what types of appliances, conveniences, and of course, she consults her budget. She spends a lot of time deciding what the house will look like inside and out, and how it will meet the needs of her family. Then she creates a plan, orders the material, and begins to build. The second person just buys the material and starts building. Which one is more likely to be happy with the results? Well, obviously the one who had the clearest picture of the desired goal. That's why Dr. Stephen Covey, in his famous book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, says begin with the end in mind. Before you expend time and energy and resources to find the goal, where do you want to end up? In our example, the first person spent significant time visualizing her house and how it would be used. That strategy is much more likely to be successful. So let's apply that to your life. What should be your goal? How should you spend your time and energy? What should you aim for? Is your number one goal to be wealthy? Recent research done by the University of San Diego found that since 1989, being well off was ranked as the number one goal of incoming freshmen. Should your goal be fame, power, beauty, comfort? There are all kinds of forces pushing you to seek these things. How can you know what is best for your life? Wouldn't it be great if we could study people throughout their whole lives, see how they turn out, and then find the answer to what really keeps us happy and healthy? Well, such a study exists. The Harvard study of adult development is probably the longest-running scientific study of human life ever undertaken. It followed the lives of 724 men for over 75 years. Two groups were studied, Harvard graduates and young men from the most troubled neighborhoods in Boston. So what's the conclusion of 75 years of interviews and reviewing medical records and surveys and observation? It's just this. Good relationships keep us happier and healthier. The study draws 3 lessons from this conclusion. First, social networks are really good for us, and loneliness kills. People with strong relationships are happier, healthier, and live longer. Second, it's the quality, not the quantity, of your close relationships that matters. The key ingredient is feeling you can count on those people closest to you. And third, good relationships protect our brain and our memory. The people who fared the best over the 75-year study were the ones who worked at developing good relationships at home, at work, and in the community, not those who became rich or famous. Isn't that amazing? The study didn't find that wealthy people are happier or that famous people are happier. The key ingredient wasn't career choice or where people lived. The happiest and healthiest people were those who had strong, dependable relationships. This should help put some things into perspective for you. It means that one of the most important goals in your life is developing good relationships, wherever you are. It will pay off in untold ways both now and in the future. So what's the best way to do that? Without realizing it, you probably already know the answer. Start with the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. So how do you want to be treated? Think about it for a moment. Don't you want to be treated fairly, honestly, kindly? After all, how can you be friends with someone you can't trust or who treats you badly? Well then, to build good relationships with others, start with being kind and trustworthy. What does it mean to be kind? Well, it means acting in the best interest of the other person. And here's the key. It's not a warm feeling, it's a decision. You make the decision that you're going to act in the best interest of those around you. You decide to be kind. So what does being kind look like? Well, it's being aware of what is important to the other person. It's treating others with respect. It's encouraging people. Here's the flip side of kindness: being rude, cutting other people down, making fun of people whether they're present or not. After all, if you make fun of people who aren't present, won't your friends believe that you'll make fun of them when they aren't around? All right, so what does it mean to be trustworthy? It means telling the truth, being honest. To be trustworthy is to do what you say you will do. It means keeping your promises, even the little ones. When you say, "I'll call you and we'll get together," be sure to do it. Be dependable. When you say you'll send someone a link or a photo, do it. In other words, be someone that others can count on. Be worthy of their trust. Trustworthy. Trust is the basis of any relationship. No trust, no relationship. An important part of being trustworthy is being honest. But honesty and kindness must work together. Honesty without kindness can be brutal, as in, "Well, you're the fattest person I've ever seen." See what I mean? And kindness without honesty can enable destructive behavior. "Well, sure, I'll buy you some cigarettes." Strong relationships need both kindness and trustworthiness. The Harvard study of adult development showed that the happiest and healthiest adults were the ones who have strong, dependable relationships with others. Those relationships mattered more than wealth or fame or anything else. If you develop the habits of being kind and trustworthy, you will build strong relationships with all those around you, and that puts you on the path to becoming an adult. Here's your challenge. Think of a specific person with whom you can upgrade your kindness and trustworthiness. And as you have success, expand your kindness and trustworthiness to everyone. Well, I hope you found this helpful on your journey to becoming an adult. And as always, be sure to click the subscribe button to stay up to date with this channel.